Hey y'all, welcome to B's Intuition. I'm B and I'm back with another General Collective Energy message. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do cuss and I do tell the truth, so if you don't like either one of the two, then you probably should move on. I've already prayed over the cards and the energy, so we're just going to hop in and get this message. Please remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, especially to those of you that are viewing the channel but have not yet subscribed. You don't want to miss out on the messages that God has for you. Also, please remember to take what resonates only and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Every message will not be your message. So, with that being said, y'all, let's hop in. Hope you guys are having a blessed day on today. For those of you that don't know, we do have a Patreon page. It is B's Intuition on Patreon. So you guys are more than welcome to join us. So I heard tears of joy. So somebody, could be, crying tears of joy, or somebody, is getting ready, to cry tears of joy. So something, good, could be taking place for somebody, or it's about to. Holy Spirit, what do we need to know? Somebody needs to know that they are safe. They are protected. The worst is behind them, and they are ready to move beyond the challenges that were set for them. Lessons have been learned. It is safe for you to trust your path. And at the bottom of the deck, it says, I need you to get excited again. I need you to remember you're not in this thing alone. I'm working on your challenges. I've already assigned angels to you. So let go of the stress and just trust me. I've got a pretty incredible ending in store. In fact, that's why you need to get excited again, because the happy ending I've got coming is going to rock your world. So maybe that's why somebody, is crying tears of joy, or is about to cry tears of joy. But somebody definitely needs to know that they are safe and they are protected out here. So let's just hop in and see what's going on, y'all. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Thief card. Be aware of a thief. But something about like somebody, like carrying a heavy financial burden out here. So maybe that's what somebody's been doing, carrying some type of heavy financial burden, and that burden, is about to be lifted up off of somebody. That's why somebody, could be crying tears of joy, or is about to cry some type of tears of joy out here. Holy Spirit, what is it that we need to know? Somebody, could have, poured a lot of money into like a home, or, invested a lot of money into a home, or maybe, somebody, is about to, be given the opportunity to do so. Because the Four of Wands card that fell out, the card that fell out was the Four of Wands. So yeah, stability. So something, about somebody, being stable, or somebody having to create some type of stability. Maybe somebody's somebody single. Somebody could be a single parent, and they have all the weight on their shoulders. Maybe somebody is about to receive some type of support out here. But the Divine Feminine card came out, so you could be a Divine Feminine, or this is about a Divine Feminine. Thirsty Boots slipped out, so be aware of a thirsty boots. Be aware of a thief. Somebody could be thirsty to steal something from somebody, or somebody could have already stole something from somebody. It could be money. I go to the rock. Yeah, something is near out here. So somebody could be getting closer to something, or what is about to take place for somebody. It could be happening now. But this is like somebody going to God, giving God all their burdens, going to God, just having a relationship, talking to God, I mean, the Bible says, we cast our worries and our doubts, basically on God. So yeah, somebody, is relying on God. Somebody could be relying on God, for their, for their stability. So, somebody wakes up, and maybe somebody, doesn't like the job that they're going to, but somebody, they wake up and thank God for the job that they have, because, it could be different. They could not have a job, or yeah, like somebody, just wakes up, and thanks God for, like the opportunities, that, that maybe they can't see, but they know that, the Most High God is, going to give to them. So I feel like somebody definitely, has, like a strong relationship, with a higher power out here. But something about, some property. So I don't know, going back to, a home, or, something about, some stolen property or something like that. There could be some stolen property, that could be being returned to somebody. For somebody, it could be, like an animal. So, like an animal was lost, or, it could have ran off, and somebody, could pick it up, and look at the collar and see, who it belongs to, and, like bring it back to somebody. But that's giving me like a good deed. That's giving me like somebody, that's honest, because most people, when they pick up, like a wallet, somebody drops a wallet out of their pocket or out of their purse, most people, they won't think to turn the wallet in. They won't think to find the person, that drop the wallet, to, like give it back to them. They would literally, steal the wallet, and take the money out, use the cards in the wallet or whatever have you. So something about good deeds out here. Somebody's definitely, being asked, like to trust their intuition as well. But somebody, like is the rock, you know what I mean? So somebody's solid out here. Like somebody, could work out, but somebody's solid. Somebody's solid, in their faith. Somebody's solid in their beliefs. Somebody's solid when it comes to, like who they are. Somebody needs to know, that, like their intuition, is solid. So whatever somebody, whatever somebody's intuition is telling them, it's right. But yeah, something is being poured back into somebody. This is the, like the fresh start, the new beginning card. So, I mean, somebody, could be starting all over, or, somebody, is headed toward a new beginning, but it's closer, than somebody thinks as far as the new beginning. There could be somebody, that could be closer than somebody thinks, So this could be, like somebody that's single, but they're not really worried about a relationship, and yeah, so there's a soulmate, that could be coming somebody's way, and they could be closer, than it could be, like the time could be closer than what somebody thinks. But something definitely is being poured back into somebody. This could be some energy, this could be, like reciprocation, so somebody, gives out a lot of love, so somebody's about to receive a lot of love back. Somebody gives out a lot of support, so somebody's about to receive a lot of support back. Like somebody gives out a lot of positive energy, so yeah, somebody's about to receive some positive energy back. All right. Why is Divine Feminine here? Yeah. Divine Feminine, yeah. There's a Divine Feminine out here that is the star of, like their own show out here. Somebody could be an Aquarius or have Aquarius in their chart. Somebody, could, like be around, like a lot of, like stars or celebrities, or, somebody, is being looked at, like a star or a celebrity, but maybe, they're, like not a star or celebrity, so they don't do music, they don't, act in movies, but maybe, they're just like well known, in their community, well known in their city, well known in their state. But I feel like it's for something, that they do. This could, this could be just, to, like help people to heal. Somebody could be a doctor, like somebody could be a therapist. Somebody, could just be, like, like a positive influence, on, like their neighborhood, their community, their city, their state. Somebody definitely is a positive influence on a lot of people, that are around them, whether somebody knows it or not. But somebody's light definitely is shining bright out here. There's also somebody, who could be healing at a rapid pace. So, this could be mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Somebody is healing, like at a rapid pace out here. There could be somebody, that could also be realizing, that somebody, is like helping them to heal. But maybe they didn't think that somebody was helping them to heal, but they could possibly finally be realizing that, like somebody, is helping them to heal. Why is this I go to the rock here? Somebody could be from Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas. The sticky situation card fell on the floor. So somebody, could be in a sticky situation out here. I feel like it's somebody, that keeps doing the same things over and over and over, like getting the same results. So somebody, could, be feeling like that they're going, like insane. Give me another one before I go to the rock. Somebody, could be in a sticky situation with the Most High God. So somebody, could be getting, in trouble by the Most High God. We got on the road again. Somebody, could be traveling. Somebody, could be, like astro traveling. Somebody's first, middle, or last name could start with an S or a V. Somebody, could be, like traveling, like to check out, like other cities or states, you know what I mean? To possibly, see, where, it would be what would be a good fit as far as, like where they can move, you know what I mean? Somebody definitely could be moving out here. Or somebody, could be, given an opportunity to where they have to move. There's also somebody that definitely, didn't move when, like the Most High God told them to move. So this could be, like move away from some people, like, get away from this job, and go towards, like what I have for you. Get out of your own head, and allow me to help you, to heal so that you could be able to, progress and move forward, on the path, that I'm trying to, get you to get on. Wow. Why is this a new beginning, fresh start here? Somebody definitely, could be being tested out here. Somebody's first, middle, or last name could start with a Q. But I think the last message that we did, I think, like somebody, like passed some type of test. And somebody, they were about to be rewarded. So that could be another reason why somebody, is about to cry some type of tears of joy. Something about a driver's test is significant. Somebody, could be taking a driver's test. Somebody, could have to get some type of license, so like a license to drive, like bigger vehicles. So like a RV or, like a truck or, a forklift or something like that. Or somebody, they just have many skills, many talents out here. They have, a lot of, like stuff on their resume, for them to be able to, like, kind of, have choices when it comes, like to what they do for work. Or, like somebody could just, they just have multiple jobs out here. There's also somebody that possibly, could be, like wondering if somebody, like knows what's going on, or like they know, or, they could be wondering if somebody knows something. Somebody also, feels like that, like somebody, can read their mind out here. Somebody, could be a mind reader. Or somebody, thinks that they can read somebody's mind. So somebody thinks that they know somebody, but they really don't. Somebody, thinks that they know God, but they really don't. So people, thinking, that God is one way, but God, is a God, of all ways, all things, Wow. Somebody's hands are tied when it comes to some type of conflict out here. So I don't know, somebody, created some type of conflict. Somebody, could be 55 years old or born in 1955. The number 55 is very significant, so we're going to look into the number 55 really quick. Angel number 55 is a message from your angels that it is time to let go of the old that is no longer positively serving you and get ready for big changes to take place in your life. Release old doubts, fears, and perceived obstacles and look forward to new wonderful opportunities. Angel number 55 tells you to keep a positive attitude about the new entering your life, about the new life you're entering, and keep an open mind as to the opportunities presenting to you. Keep in mind that everything happens for a reason and nothing happens by chance. So even though the reason or the reasons for the changes may not be clear at this point, trust that all will fall into place for you. These changes have come about so that you can break free from old restraints and constraints and freely pursue your soul mission and life purpose as a spiritual being. The angels ask that you cast off old shackles and constraints. Be true to yourself and live your life with passion and purpose. Be prepared for huge changes when repeating angel number 55 appears. So yeah, there are huge changes that are, about to take place. Somebody's being, asked to cast off old shackles and constraints. So something about, the old. But going back to, the message of the universe cards that we read, there have been some angels that have been assigned to somebody. And basically, that the card that said, I need you to get excited again, that's the Most High God telling somebody, that, the Most High God needs for them to get excited again. So something about, this big change, taking place, this, for, like somebody's new life that they're entering into. There is a new moon. I think it's on the 25th. It is in Cancer. I will do a new moon energy, but it probably will be on Patreon. So those of you that are interested in, the new moon in Cancer message, you can join us on Patreon for those of you that haven't. But somebody's hands definitely, could be, they could be tied when it comes to some type of conflict out here. Why is Divine Feminine here with the star? We got transition. So somebody, could be transitioning out here. Yes, there's somebody that definitely, needs to, break off some type of shackles, put, to rest the past, RIP the past. Somebody, could possibly, have to, could be going to a funeral. My condolences. Somebody definitely, could be, could be, visiting, like a grave site of somebody, this could be a passed over loved one. But I feel like, after, like a long time, like somebody, was able to, transition, it's because somebody, could be, removing those shackles, releasing, like the past and moving forward. Somebody definitely, could be trying to, end something, This could be end a relationship. There's somebody that possibly, doesn't, want the relationship to end, but it's for, like somebody's highest good for, like that relationship to end, whether it be, a love relationship, a family relationship, a friend relationship. Yeah. We got a boss at the bottom of the deck. Somebody's boss could pass away out here. Or it's the end of, like somebody, trying to have some type of control. Releasing shackles. The number 88 could be significant. 55 and 88. Somebody could be born in 1958 or 1985. Somebody definitely, could be their own boss. But I feel like somebody knows who is the head of their life, which is the Most High God. But somebody, has a right to, free will. Somebody has a right to choose, which way they go. But something about, somebody's boss is significant. Somebody's boss could have stole something from somebody. Yeah. Possibly, while somebody was traveling or something like that. Somebody definitely, could be traveling out here. Why is this I go to the rock here? Somebody, could travel for work. We got legal. So somebody, could have some type of legal issues out here. So it goes back to, like somebody being in a sticky situation. Somebody could, have some type of legal issues when it comes to, like a vehicle, or somebody, could have, like vehicle issues, legal issues. It's something about, like, somebody being, like burdened out here. Or somebody, they're no longer, going to, be allowed to carry other people's burdens, It's time to, for somebody to release those shackles that, like people, places, and things could have on them. But there could be, like some type of legal situation that could be ending as well. Or there's a situation that's going to end, like, like in the courts. Wow, we got a gift. Legally, something belongs to somebody out here. Legally, something belongs to somebody. So going back to, the thief card, we saw 2 thief cards. So something, could have been stolen, but like it's legally, it legally belongs to somebody. I don't know if somebody, could be, like trying to, like run away from, like, facing, like legal action, or, like running away from trying to, like, give something back to somebody that belongs to somebody. But somebody definitely, has some type of gift out here. It's giving me, spiritual gift, especially, with this being an intuition card. So something about, somebody's intuition. Somebody definitely, could be a mind reader, or somebody, again, feels like that somebody, could, like read their mind. Somebody's concerned out here. Somebody could be a master number 33. We got love offer that wanted to come out. So, a part of somebody's new life could, be to, like, to have, like some type of love offer come their way. We got a priestess. So, you could be a high priestess or a high priest. I don't know. There could be a high priest or a high priestess that definitely, could pass away. Somebody could be born in 1972. But somebody definitely, operates in their North Node out here. Yeah. Somebody, is, like, not really, like the property of the Most High God. Like somebody's a child of God out here. But if y'all see this person, they have their third eye is up there. So somebody's third eye is open. I don't know, if there is somebody, that could have been trying to, like put a into, like a high priestess, or put it in to somebody seeing something, or seeing something clearly out here. But I feel like somebody still sees it clearly, or still sees somebody clearly. Yeah, we got healer. Somebody definitely, could be a healer out here. So somebody, could be helping people to heal out here, helping people, to, tap in, like to, like, the inner them, somebody, could, tell people, about God. But somebody is a healer. Somebody definitely, has the gift of healing out here, for sure. I don't know, if somebody, is trying to travel, to like, like get some healing. We got, y'all see the person's hands? Something about, laying hands on somebody. But like spiritually, So, somebody's a healer out here. We got twin flame. So something about a twin flame could be significant. Somebody could be trying to figure out if somebody's their twin flame. Yep, we got surprise. So somebody definitely is about to be surprised. Somebody, like somebody's gifts, could, like take somebody or some people by surprise. So maybe there's people, you know, that looked at, you know, a divine feminine, divine masculine, like, you know, like they were regular, you know. And yeah, they could be, you know, like finding out that, yeah, like a divine feminine, divine masculine is not regular. Or, you know. Or yeah, there were people, you know, that treated, you know, like a divine feminine, divine masculine, like they were regular. Or try to treat them, you know, like they treat, you know, like other people. But yeah, somebody knowing they messed up out here. And somebody definitely, yeah, is about to receive some bad news. Yep. They know they messed up. Massive regrets. Over, yeah, a divine feminine. Somebody, you know, could be claiming a divine feminine. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have tried to set a trap for a divine feminine or a divine masculine. And yeah, they basically, yeah, could have, you know, like fell in the trap, you know, that they set or they're about to. There could be somebody, you know, that has, yeah, like could be hiding behind some type of secret accounts out here. And then we got thief. So yeah, there's a thief out here. Yeah, the moving card. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be moving out here. There definitely, yeah, could be somebody, you know, that could have, you know, like passed over, you know, you know what I mean? They could be moving around somebody or moving around somebody's home, moving around somebody's property. Or yeah, there's somebody, you know, like a physical person that's, yeah, like moving around somebody's property. Something about some property. But somebody definitely could be moving because, you know, yeah, the courts, you know, tell them, you know, that they have to get out. Yeah. Somebody's toxic out here. Yeah, like somebody's moving away, you know, from, yeah, like toxic people, toxic places, toxic things out here. But somebody definitely, yeah, they are messed up over somebody, for sure. But I feel like yeah, like somebody, you know, can smell, you know, like toxic, you know, like in the air, toxic in the mist. Y'all see how, you know, the scent, you know, of the toxicity is coming out of the bottle? Somebody, you know, could, you know, like be a heavy drinker, you know, and so maybe they haven't had a drink today, but like you can still smell the alcohol, you know, like coming off of them. Yeah, we got caution. So somebody definitely, yeah, could have been cautioned. Could have been cautioned by, you know, like a divine feminine, divine masculine. But somebody definitely, yeah, was cautioned out here. Be aware of, yeah, traveling. But going back to the angel, the message from the universe deck, somebody definitely needs to know that they are safe. They are protected. The worst is behind them, and they are ready to move beyond the challenges that were set for you. Lessons have been learned. It is safe for you to trust your past. So yeah, somebody already passed the test. So I don't know, you know, if, you know, somebody, you know, could be trying to teach somebody a lesson, you know, but they've already learned it and they don't have a right, you know, like to teach, you know, like somebody, you know, the lesson that they're trying to teach somebody. So that could be how somebody, you know, like gets themselves in a sticky situation. But somebody definitely, yeah, could have been warned about, you know, like some type of path. Whoever this person is, you know, they could be reflecting now. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be, you know, like unbothered out here. So whatever's going on, you know, yeah, like somebody's not bothered by it. I feel like somebody, you know, is just minding their own business, you know. There definitely, yeah, could be, you know, like some spirits that could be moving around, you know, around somebody or somebody's home. But yeah, like they're not meant to, you know, like they're not trying to hurt nobody. Yeah. We got feelings. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be all up in their feelings out here. They could be all up in their feelings, you know, because somebody doesn't want to have, you know, like a relationship with them, you know, whether it be a friendship, love ship, family ship, you know. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be all up in their feelings because, you know, like somebody, you know, yeah, is choosing to be unbothered and, you know, like move on with their life or move forward, you know, continue, you know, to be focused on, you know, like their path and their, you know, their soul mission out here. But somebody definitely, yeah, could like destroy a home or something like that. Somebody's also, you know, like they could also be in their feelings because, yeah, they could have been trying to destroy somebody. They could have tried to, you know, like break somebody, you know. But somebody knows that they, yeah, messed up. I don't know if somebody, you know, felt like, you know, like somebody, you know, was trying to, you know, like destroy them, but somebody was really trying to help them to heal or really trying to help them to do something. But we got true colors. So whoever this shattered, broken individual is, they possibly, yeah, are about to, you know, like show their true colors out here. Total drama action at the bottom of the deck. I don't know, you know, if, yeah, like somebody or some people, you know, thought, well, divine feminine, divine masculine, you know, they walk around like that they're regular, you know, so why would I think that they're, you know, like a healer? Why would I think that they're a high priest or a high priestess? Or why would I think, you know, that they, you know, have spiritual gifts? Why would God bless them, you know, to have spiritual gifts, but they act regular? Or, you know, they be all up in their feelings and emotions, or they get angry. Yeah, because divine feminine, divine masculines are still human. Wow. Something about, yeah, a love triangle. Because I saw the triangle, the love triangle card in the other deck, and I just seen the triangle card in this deck. So something about a love triangle. Somebody could try to put somebody in a love triangle, or, yeah, like somebody dead it, put a, you know, like RIP, you know, like a situation because of, yeah, like some type of triangle. Yeah. Somebody's judgment could be clouded out here. Somebody, you know, could be all in their feelings because, yeah, you know, they could realize, you know, like their judgment was clouded, or, you know, they could have listened to other people, you know, as far as, you know, like trying to cloud their judgment about somebody. But something about, yeah, somebody smoking. Somebody could smoke a lot. Somebody could drink a lot. I don't know. Somebody, you know, could be in massive regrets because, yeah, basically, you know, like they destroyed their life, or, yeah, they messed up so bad to where, yeah, like they're not going to be able to have a new beginning in their own life, or a new beginning with somebody. But we got right. So somebody, you know, could receive, you know, like a letter. Somebody could write music. Somebody definitely, yeah, their head was in the clouds when they decided, you know, like to write something, or, you know, like to post something. Yeah, they could have, you know, whoever this person is, they could have, you know, like had some type of meltdown, or somebody's about to have some type of meltdown. Yeah, somebody's life is a roller coaster out here. Or that's what, you know, they thought somebody's life was going to be, you know. And so they could have a meltdown because somebody's life is not, you know, what somebody, you know, wanted it to be. We got state. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be traveling, you know, like to another state. Somebody could be moving to another state. This could have something to do, you know, with like a new beginning. You know, this could have something to do with a fresh start. Or somebody knows that, yeah, like they messed up or they destroyed, you know, their opportunity, you know, to, yeah, like have some type of fresh start. But somebody definitely, yeah, somebody's stating facts out here. So I don't know if somebody tried to blame somebody, you know, for why their life is destroyed. And maybe somebody told somebody like, nah, your life is destroyed because you won't put a end to, you know, this, that, and the third. Your life is destroyed. But yeah, maybe somebody took it as somebody, you know, was attacking them instead of, you know, like trying to help them. The color yellow could be significant. Something about somebody's urine. Somebody's urine, you know, could be like really, really, really yellow out here. Somebody could be dehydrated, or something could be going on, you know, like with somebody's with somebody's private parts out here. But yeah, caution. Yeah, yellow, caution. Something about, yeah, it's a caution tape. So some type of crime could be committed, or yeah, like something, like it happens to where, yeah, like something is roped off with caution tape. But we have a card. Somebody, could receive a card. This could be a card, like from another state. So somebody from another state, could send somebody, like a card. This could be, like a birthday card. We just had Father's Day, so it could be a Father's Day card or a Mother's Day card, happy anniversary card. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be, like a tarot card reader as well, especially, with this card. Somebody, could be going to get, like tarot card readings. We got the janitor. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to, like clean up, like some type of mess that they made out here. They're definitely, yeah, somebody's a thief out here with this pirate. But they're definitely, yeah, could be somebody, that, yeah, like, is trying to do something that somebody does, but yeah, like, it's not what they were meant to do. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be being told, to, or somebody, was told, to, like, yeah, figure out what your purpose is and do that. Stop trying to do what somebody else does. So I don't know, somebody's a follower out here, or yeah, they just allow, other people to cloud their judgment, or yeah, they allow, people, places, and things to shackle them down, and yeah, so they're stagnant, or yeah, like they're not moving forward. Yeah, we got the mouth out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could receive some type of communication. But somebody, yeah, they've destroyed, somebody, So somebody, could have used their words to try to destroy somebody. Or, yeah, yeah. Something about, yeah, some words. Some messed up words. So somebody, could have, yeah, like used some messed up words, towards somebody or whatever. Yeah. We got a kitchen witch out here. So be aware of a kitchen witch. But somebody definitely, yeah, they could run their mouth too much. And I feel like, they ran their mouth too much, and now they're, yeah, like in a sticky situation. Or they ran their mouth too much about somebody, and whatever they were saying wasn't true. Yeah, trying to push somebody's buttons. I don't know. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have been trying to, like drag somebody to hell. So somebody definitely, yeah, could, like know or feel like that they're going to hell. And so it's kind of like, yeah, I'm going to drag them to hell with me. Somebody definitely, yeah, is cleaning up, like some type of lifestyle out here. Or, somebody possibly, yeah, could, be trying to clean up, like some type of lifestyle now. After they realize that they allow other people, like to cloud their judgment. Somebody feels like, if they move to another state, that, yeah, like it possibly, could, yeah, like, like benefit them in the long run. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be, like coming in with some type of advice or some guidance. Or somebody, who was already trying to give somebody some advice or some guidance. We got a Leo. So you could be a Leo or have Leo in your chart. Somebody's very strong out here. Somebody's strong-willed, strong-minded, Somebody, could be strong physically, yeah, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a rat. Somebody could be coming in to offer some type of resources and stability. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have an admirer out here. Whoever this admirer is, they could be a Leo. It definitely, yeah, could be a masculine energy, There could be an admirer that possibly could be coming in to offer some type of resources and stability to somebody. That possibly could be coming in with some type of advice and guidance. We got an Aries. So somebody could be an Aries or have Aries in their chart. We got a pig. So somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a pig. We got a Capricorn. So somebody could be a Capricorn and have it in their chart. We got an Aquarius. So somebody, you know, could be an Aquarius and have Aquarius in their chart. Somebody could be a Capricorn Aquarius cusper. Yeah, something is nearby, or somebody is nearby. Or something, yeah, is closer than somebody thinks. We got a Pisces. So there's a Pisces involved. There could be a Pisces that could be, you know, like coming in to nurture and support somebody. Yeah, we got twin flame. Somebody's twin flame could be a Pisces. That's for somebody, not everybody. We got somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of the dragon. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a snake. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a rabbit. And then we got a soulmate. So we got a twin flame and a soulmate out here. Somebody could be a Taurus or have Taurus in their chart. Somebody could be a Virgo or have Virgo in their chart. What else, Holy Spirit? Somebody definitely, yeah, chose to stay in some type of a toxic cycle. That could be a reason why, you know, somebody, you know, is in a sticky situation. There definitely, yeah, there definitely could be somebody, you know, that could feel, you know, like something is lacking in their life. Perhaps love, money, or goals out here. Whoever this is, it feels like that they're lacking. They definitely, yeah, could have been targeting, you know, like a goal-oriented person. Whoever this person is, they definitely, yeah, could have been trying to, you know, like attach themselves to somebody in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But they just didn't know that there would be a chain of events that would affect their life, you know, when it comes, you know, like to trying to chain themselves to somebody, or yeah, like somebody trying to do some type of love binding spell, or, you know, like something, you know, to, yeah, like keep them, you know, like attached to somebody. Somebody could be seeing a lot of flies. The fly card came out in the other deck as well, or I saw it in the other deck. So something about flies could be significant. Somebody could be flying. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be going through a period of ill health, or, you know, like some or some depression out here. But yeah, we got news on the way. So news is on the way. But somebody, you know, could have warned somebody, you know, about, you know, like some type of news, you know, or some type of problem, either now or in the near future. So yeah, somebody you know, could have, yeah, like given somebody some type of, you know, like advice or some type of guidance, or yeah, like, you know, somebody, you know, could have got a tarot card reading, you know, or somebody, you know, could be watching, but somebody behind secret accounts, and maybe they're the person that was targeting, you know, like the goal-oriented person, you know, that's, yeah, like putting out, you know, like tarot card messages, spiritual messages, whatever have you, and yeah, maybe, you know, a message, you know, like hit home for somebody, but they didn't take it seriously. Somebody didn't take something seriously. Somebody didn't take somebody seriously. Yeah. Something about, yeah, the year of the dragon. So 2024. Somebody's, yeah, also needs to be aware of, yeah, like self-delusion. So self-delusion, letting other people cloud their judgment. Yeah. We got karma. I don't know if, you know, like somebody, you know, yeah, delusional, you know, about karma. So somebody, you know, didn't think that karma was real, or somebody didn't think that, you know, karma would hit them. Somebody didn't think that karma had an address. Somebody didn't think, you know, somebody thought that karma had a deadline. Yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, will reap what they have sown, or somebody, you know, is about to reap what they have sown. Yep, and it definitely could have something to do with, yeah, like stealing. There's also somebody that's being told, yeah, like to pay attention to their finances, or somebody, is about to, yeah, reap what they have sown. But somebody, could have sown, like some type of negativity, yeah, like a thief stealing. So, yeah, they're going to eventually, yeah, like somebody's going to steal, like the thief's stuff. Somebody, like trying to destroy, like somebody else's life, yeah, eventually, like, yeah, they're going to destroy their own life, or, yeah, their life is going to be destroyed because, yeah, what you put out is what you get back. Mm-hmm. Wow, we got reconciliation. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be wanting to, like reconcile with somebody. There could be somebody like on the outside that's about to show their true colors because, like somebody wants to reconcile with somebody. But I feel like somebody just needs to use caution when it comes, like to reconciling with somebody. Mm-hmm. Somebody is getting karma because they were working against somebody behind their back. Yeah, we got a rat. But somebody, Chinese zodiac sign could be of a rat. But yeah, like somebody's a rat out here. Mm-hmm. So somebody, yeah, like they snitch, tattletale, Mm-hmm. Yeah, there could be some type of discord, like amongst, like friends or family. It could have something to do, with like, like a theft, or it could have something to do, with, like people, like trying to destroy somebody. So there could be, people, like arguing and fighting now because, yeah, like a chain of events, could have been set off in those people's lives. But good news is definitely, yeah, coming somebody's way. Somebody's family wishes are, yeah, are about to come true out here. We got December. So something could take place by December. Or somebody, could have done something, like in December, that they could be receiving some karma for now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Something, that could have taken place. Yeah. Somebody, could be successfully overcoming, like that problem. Mm-hmm. Yeah. V is for victory. So somebody definitely is about to receive a victory in some endeavor out here. There's also somebody that possibly could be trying to, like reconcile, but that could be a part of, like their victory, but like they're trying to, yeah, like say that they've won, or you know what I mean? Yeah, they're trying to, yeah, they could have some type of hidden agenda, so somebody just needs to be aware. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be traveling. Somebody could be taking a long journey, either physical or mental, that will leave them wiser at the end. Mm-hmm. And then we got ring. So there definitely, yeah, could be a marriage that could take place, either romantic or like a business. But going back to, like somebody receiving a card. So somebody, could receive, like an invitation somewhere. This could be to a wedding. This could be, to a baby shower or something like that. Yeah, discord among family and friends, or just be aware, of, yeah, like when you go in places, because, especially where there's friends and family, because there definitely, yeah, could be, like some type of arguing and fighting going on. Yeah, at some type of celebration or some type of party or something like that. Mm-hmm. Yep. But somebody definitely is getting ready to, yeah, like experience some type of great happiness out here. Mm-hmm. But somebody definitely, yeah, is being told, like to continue to take care, because, yeah, there are enemies that, yeah, are working against somebody. Yeah, somebody, yeah, there could have been, like some type of major challenge, that somebody, could have had to overcome, but this could be a major challenge in different areas of somebody's life. But somebody has already learned, some type of lessons from those challenges. Yeah, somebody, is ready to, yeah, move beyond the challenges that were set for them. So there were people, that they were, setting challenges for somebody, they were testing somebody, but I feel like, that like it was a part of the process, Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's somebody or some people in this situation that, they think that they know everything. I don't know, if somebody, feels like that somebody thinks that they know everything, but I feel like, like somebody, like somebody, knows enough, you know what I mean? Possibly, more than whoever this is, that thinks that somebody knows everything, but whoever this is, they think that they know everything. So, when somebody try to come in with some type of advice or guidance, they didn't listen. And they possibly, are about to be in massive regrets because they didn't listen. Whoever this is thinks that they know everything. Because they live in a whole different world than somebody else. So to me it's only two worlds, it's two different worlds. Reality and fantasy world mentality. Yeah. So while somebody's living in reality, somebody else or some people, they live in fantasy world mentality. And somebody's mad because, whatever somebody's doing in their life, they did it the honest way. And that's why somebody's winning. So there's somebody or some people that, they try to win, by being dishonest, manipulative, stealing, whatever, they were doing, in order to win. And somebody didn't have to do that. So somebody definitely, played with their own feelings and emotions. Somebody duped themselves. Somebody definitely, could have lied about having feelings for somebody. Whoever this person is, that thinks that they know everything, they possibly, could be, like rethinking their voice now. So going back to, that mouth. We got a divine masculine. So there's a divine masculine that possibly, could be about to, like show their true colors. Or, because we started out with divine feminine and, we have a divine masculine. There could be, like somebody operating, in a divine masculine energy that thinks that they know everything. But they could be rethinking their voice. Or it goes back to, this one, this divine masculine or this masculine energy. They could have felt like that somebody thinks that they know everything. But they could be finding out that, whatever somebody told them, somebody knew exactly what was going on. And so they could be trying to, rethink their voice now. Somebody could have lied to a whole lot of people, about, like having feelings for somebody. So, so a whole lot of people could have clouded somebody's judgment about somebody. And so instead of them, being their true self, they possibly, basically appease, people pleaser. Somebody's a people pleaser out here, but wanted to appease, the people, that were trying to cloud their judgment. Not realizing that, anybody that wants to cloud your judgment, about your decisions, they don't really love you. But we got diarrhea mouth. So something about, somebody's mouth. So maybe somebody does run their mouth a lot, but I feel like, somebody comes with facts, you know what I mean? Somebody comes with, facts and logic, Somebody just don't, pull stuff out of the sky and run their mouth about it, and especially not a divine feminine or even a divine masculine. But there's somebody that definitely, thinks that they know everything, and, they can't shut up. They can't be quiet. We got this at the bottom of the deck. So, we got the transition with this priestess card. So somebody, could pass away due to, like overdose. I don't know, somebody, could pass away, due to, like them overdosing, on somebody's energy, somebody's, But somebody definitely, could be signing some type of paperwork as well. There's somebody or some people that possibly, could be trying to figure out what somebody knows or how somebody knows it. Going back to, the beginning of the message. Or there's somebody or some people that are trying to figure out what somebody knows about a divine masculine or how they know, like a divine masculine. We got divine counterpart removed. So there's a divine counterpart that definitely, could have been removed out here. We got a mother involved, so somebody's mother could be involved. Divine intervention is definitely at play. There could be a divine counterpart that has been removed because they could have, been given several warnings out here. So somebody, said the divine feminine or divine masculine thinks that they know everything and they don't know how to shut up. But the fact of the matter is, there's a divine feminine, divine masculine that definitely, could have been trying to, like warn somebody or some people of some stuff. Yep. There could be some type of final ruling or some type of final judgment, that could take place. This final judgment could have something to do with a divine counterpart being removed. But yeah, somebody is being found, is realizing that they got duped. And there definitely is somebody, that's being exposed for a liar. And they are mad. So that could be the person that could be, like showing their true colors or about to. We got April. So something could have taken place in April. Somebody, could have received, like the first warning in April. Or somebody, was warned 3 times by April. And like it's June and somebody still didn't take heed, like to, the warnings. Somebody's name could be April. Somebody had a chance to have some type of new start or some type of new beginning out here. But they chose otherwise. Somebody definitely could be losing a home or selling a home. So somebody, property. That could be why somebody, has to move, or somebody, they have to move because, they can't pay for it, or, the courts say, get out. There's somebody that definitely, could be, like going through some type of major losses because of, somebody detaching away from them. So somebody possibly, could want to reattach. Or they tried to. Lack of reciprocation. So this is somebody or some people that, they lacked to reciprocate, with somebody, was pouring into them. So somebody poured a lot into them, and they poured a drip here, a drip there into somebody. And it could be, a divine counterpart that has been removed. So somebody, doesn't need to be fooled out here. So somebody, could be trying to think that they're going to fool somebody, that they couldn't fool somebody, the first 10 times they try to fool somebody. Yep. Somebody's being told to look back and see how far that they have evolved. They have done a great job, and rewards are on their way. We got a jealous friend out here, so there could be a jealous friend out here. They mad, because their life, is going to shits. They could be mad because, like somebody lives by their values and their morals. There could be a friend, that, could be telling somebody's business and secrets to, anybody, that will want to hear. But I feel like that's who's reaping karma as well. You know what I mean? Whoever, try to stay attached to somebody, they're reaping karma. I mean, somebody could have lost or sold a home, I mean, what does that mean? Somebody has another home, you know what I mean? So somebody, has grown from that experience. Somebody has learned from that experience. So somebody trying to tell somebody's business and secrets, really making themselves look dumb. Yep. But somebody, is being told to be patient because everything is being put in place for their new life. Yeah. But flag on the play. So there has been a flag that has been, thrown. Yeah, yellow flag. Yep. Whatever, like somebody was trying to destroy, it could be a contract. It could be, destiny for somebody. Yeah, it was already written. So you can't destroy what was already written. And yep. But it was already, so, for example, so it's been said, for years and years and years, whatever you put into the universe, you get out. If you put good karma, put out good karma, you get it back. We'll do yada yada. So yeah, it was already written. It was already said. It wasn't like somebody just made it up out of their ass. So yeah. So somebody, could have, like warned somebody or some people about some danger or some trouble. They didn't take heed. And then they also went as far as, to tell somebody's business and secrets. Whoever wanted to hear it. So flag on the play. So multiple flags have been thrown, on, you know, like somebody or some people, you know, yeah, thinking that it's a game. So people were already they've been warned several times about thinking it's a game. Yeah, there's somebody, you know, that, yeah, mock somebody behind their back. Jealous. So the same person, you know, that somebody, you know, could have warned about danger or trouble, yeah, they mock somebody behind their back. So I feel like the Most High God is like, oh, okay, say less. Say less. Somebody, you know, could have laughed at somebody when somebody told somebody, you know, like to protect their energy. And then, yeah, like they're realizing now while their life is all up in shreds, while their life, yeah, they're in sticky situations. Yeah. They're realizing that, yeah, whoever, you know, divine feminine, divine masculine, you are not one of them. Wow, somebody definitely, yeah, could be going back to their old ways, but it was already written. So yeah, just like you know, Jesus knew that, you know, Judas was going to betray him. You know, Jesus knew, you know, yeah, what was going to happen. You know, yeah, I feel like, yeah, it was already written. You know, so yeah, somebody, you know, is supposed to be, you know, everybody's not supposed to be divine beings. Somebody possibly, yeah, could complain about, you know, a lot of stuff out here. Yeah, but somebody, yeah, they play with their own feelings and emotions, and yeah, they done got duped, or they duped themselves. There could be some arguments over lies that could take place. But yeah, there's somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, were trying to cause some animosity over somebody's winning mindset. And yeah, somebody's gonna keep winning out here. Yeah, and somebody's dreams are manifesting. It was already written for somebody's dreams to manifest, no matter what somebody or some people, you know, try to do. Somebody could have rapid changes in their behavior. Somebody definitely, yeah, made promises that, you know, that they didn't keep. Or people, you know. Something about a side chick or a side dude. There's a side chick or a side dude that's involved in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Somebody's side chick or side dude, you know, could be all up in their feelings. Possibly, you know, wanting to cause some type of legal issues for somebody. Somebody possibly, yeah, could want to surrender. Or, you know, like, yeah, they want to give up now. Something's too hard. Or somebody, you know, could be, yeah, like surrendering, you know, to, you know, like having control. So somebody, you know, could be, you know, like releasing some type of control. But somebody, yeah, is no longer in denial out here. So somebody knows that somebody's not one of them. They're no longer in denial. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to figure out, yeah, like what's going on with somebody. Or, yeah, how somebody knows, what they know, woo yada yada. But, yeah, like somebody knows that they slept on somebody, for sure. Or, yeah, like somebody or some people. But, yeah, whoever that is, yeah, it's finished. It's over. It's done. Whoever this is, yeah, they can't think for themselves. Yeah. They allow, yeah, other people to cloud their judgment. You know, they take advice from other people, you know, instead of, yeah, like thinking for themselves. But yeah, God is not the author of confusion. So yeah, we know who is. Yeah. The blind leading the blind. So yeah, a blind person went and asked another blind person for some guidance, for some advice, instead of, yeah, listening to the person, you know, that, yeah, their third eyes open, you know, they have incredible intuition. And somebody definitely, yeah, is in trouble with the law out here. Yeah, somebody, you know, could be being looked at as a superhero. Somebody, you know, could be being looked at, you know, like having, you know, like, yeah, having superpowers. Somebody definitely, yeah, is about to discover something out here. But whatever somebody, you know, could be in massive regrets for, whatever somebody knows that they fucked up about, yeah, they have to live with this. Whoever this is, they definitely, yeah, could have been trying to block somebody's manifestations and said, yeah, somebody's dreams are still manifesting. Yeah, because God is not the author of confusion. Yeah, the blind, yeah, allowed the blind to lead them. And so, yeah, they don't let them down a dark path. We got, yeah. When I split the deck, we got tears of joy, and then we got 6 months. So somebody, could be crying tears of joy, within the next 6 months. I mean, within the next 6 months, will it be December? Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, within the next 6 months, somebody definitely, yeah, is going to be crying tears of joy. Somebody, could find out, that they are pregnant, That could be a reason why somebody, cries tears of joy. Within the next 6 months, somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to discover that somebody's not on their side. Somebody's a traitor out here. Or somebody, could have known somebody, for 6 months, and yeah, they're about to find out that, yeah, like somebody's a traitor. Or, people clouded somebody's judgment about somebody because maybe they looked at somebody, like an outsider. But yeah, somebody don't get no more chances. Somebody don't get no more chances, like to be a traitor. Somebody when it comes to somebody, that somebody don't get no more chances, to, yeah, like talk about somebody behind their back. Somebody definitely, yeah, don't get no more chances to, like financially benefit off of somebody. Because, yeah, somebody has financially benefited from betraying others for so long that it's the norm to them. Yep. And whoever this is, yeah, they're stuck in the mud. They're stuck in the mud. I feel like that somebody definitely did think that, yeah, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine was going to be stuck in the mud. Yeah. Whatever somebody or some people were doing, yeah, it backfired on them. Somebody definitely, yeah, could, like receive some type of threatening text message or some type of threatening text messages, like could have backfired on somebody. So yeah, like if somebody, was planning and plotting, like to harm somebody, yeah, there's some threatening text messages that was probably hidden from somebody for their protection. Or yeah, something, whatever's going on could have been hidden from somebody for their protection. But somebody possibly, yeah, could be about to discover some threatening text messages. There definitely, yeah, could be somebody or some people that could have called somebody a liability. But somebody is a liability in somebody's life. Somebody does not serve, like somebody's highest good. Or yeah, like somebody could find out that, yeah, like their family, is liability. It doesn't serve their highest good. So somebody, could be freeing themselves from, like their toxic family. Something about some insurance as well. So somebody, could have only had liability instead of full coverage. Or yeah, somebody only has liability protection while somebody has, yeah, full coverage protection, This could be spiritually. But yeah, somebody could be stuck in the mud because, like their repetitive behavior, yeah, leads to some type of insane lifestyle. And somebody definitely, yeah, is moving forward, from manipulation. So whoever was trying to manipulate somebody, yeah, it backfired. Yeah, somebody stuck in the mud because, yeah, they were financially benefiting from betraying others for so long that, yeah, like it's the norm to them. Whoever this is, yeah, they're a backstabber. So this is somebody that done stabbed multiple people in their back. Friends, family members, co-workers. And this is somebody that, yeah, they don't want to acknowledge the part that they played. But somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, good deeds are being noticed, for sure. We got 10 years, so something about 10 years could be significant. Some good deeds could be being noticed from something that somebody, could have did 10 years ago. Or there could be, like some threatening text messages that could be, like discovered from, like 10 years ago. But somebody could be overthinking past decisions from, yeah, 10 years ago. What if I would have, did this? What if I would have did that? What if I would have moved to another state? How would my life have been? What if only I would have moved to a new state? But somebody, possibly, overthinking their past decisions, it could cause some type of backfire as well. We got a restraining order. So I don't know. Somebody, could, get a restraining order, or somebody needs to. Somebody definitely, could get physically stabbed in the back. Or maybe that's what somebody wanted to happen for somebody, and now they don't want to acknowledge that their part, that they, were part of a plot, to, harm somebody. That's for somebody, not everybody. But we got a sister, so there could be a sister involved. Somebody's sister could be about to, show their true colors. I don't know if somebody's sister gets a restraining order on them, or somebody needs to get a restraining order on their sister. Or somebody, they allow their sister to cloud their judgment when it comes to, somebody. Somebody could be a Cancer, Gemini, Cusper. Somebody doesn't get any more chances to not, acknowledge their part in the situation either. We got fraudulent medical documents. So somebody, could have created some type of fraudulent medical documents. These fraudulent medical documents definitely could have something to do, with, a legal issue. Yeah, somebody's a career-driven person out here. So, yeah, somebody or some people who are targeting, a career-driven, career-oriented individual out here. And, yeah, the justice system definitely is involved. Somebody, could be overthinking past decisions when it comes to them getting the justice system involved with something. Yeah, we got illegal use of pictures or videos. So, something about, somebody, using some pictures or videos illegally, that definitely could backfire on them. So there's somebody or some people that definitely could be learning what the power of awareness and choice does for you. Yep. So the justice system definitely is involved. So when prayers go up, blessings come down. So somebody definitely needs to know that whatever they have been praying, they're about to, receive some answers. They're about to discover something, but they definitely, are about to be blessed. We got a fake, fraudulent, phony, so-called friend out here. We got a manipulative cousin, so there could be a manipulative cousin out here. I just saw a jealous parent, so there could be a jealous parent out here. So somebody, could be realizing, that, all these people, clouded their judgment when it came to, their life. So somebody, could be, freeing themselves from their toxic family, releasing the shackles. Well, we got pop-up visitor. So somebody possibly, could, try to pop up on somebody. So somebody, would benefit, with, getting a restraining order. Or, somebody thought that they were going to pop up on somebody and, it backfired on them. Yep. And somebody's green with envy. So whoever this is green with envy. They possibly, could, try to send somebody, some threatening text messages. Or somebody, has already sent some threatening text messages and they don't want to acknowledge the fact that they sent the threatening text messages. But somebody or some people definitely, want somebody to be the past version of themselves. And that ain't going to happen. They're stuck in denial. It ain't going to happen. So the justice system is involved. Somebody, could receive a letter about a court date or a court hearing within the next 6 months. Somebody, stood for nothing and, they fell for everything. And somebody definitely, is having nightmares about somebody. Somebody's appearance has changed out here. I feel like somebody, appearance has changed for the better, but somebody's appearance has changed for the worst. Somebody's stuck and lost without somebody's energy. Somebody's a lost soul out here. And somebody, somebody's all bark and no bite. Somebody's a coward out here. yeah, we got this. So somebody definitely, yeah, could have premeditated some type of crime, but it could have backfired on them. So somebody definitely, yeah, is being told, you know, to continue to be unshakable, continue to be resilient. You could be seeing the angel number 706. Yeah, you are being applauded for having courage to live your spiritual truth. Some type of premeditated crime, you know, that, yeah, like somebody could have premeditated some type of crime in 2010. Yeah. So there could be some threatening text messages, you know, to, yeah, basically, it's proof, you know, that somebody premeditated, you know, something to happen to somebody. Anything else? Yeah. So be aware, because somebody definitely, yeah, could want to take somebody down memory lane because they're mad. Whoever this is, they repeatedly enter into toxic cycles. Yeah. So yeah, don't stoop to this person's level. And somebody might not be a celebrity, but somebody, yeah, definitely has paparazzi. So somebody, you know, could be, you know, like in front of a camera in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Somebody, you know, could be a news anchor. Somebody could have a podcast. So whatever, you know, somebody, you know, telling somebody's secrets and business to people, yeah, it backfired. Now somebody or some people are looking over their shoulders. Yeah. Yeah. We got a reckless and promiscuous person out here. I don't know, somebody, you know, wants to take somebody down memory lane, you know, maybe when, you know, they lived a certain type of reckless lifestyle. Yeah, when they operated in their south node. Oh, well, sucks to be them because somebody operates in their north node. So there's no point in going down, checking somebody down memory lane. Whoever this person is, yeah, they were absent in times of need anyway. Yeah, somebody done faced many hardships and made it out, while somebody, you know, yeah, was scared. It was too hard for them to stay there when somebody, you know, possibly needed them or whatever have you. Yeah, and somebody has, yeah, incredible intuition out here. Yep. Premeditated crime. Yeah, premeditated assault. Yeah, somebody fooled themselves out here. Somebody thought that somebody was going to continue to repeat, you know, toxic cycles. Yeah, somebody ended that a long time ago. So yeah, we got physical court. So somebody, you know, yeah, could have to go to physical court, or somebody, you know, thought that, yeah, like they could get somebody to, you know, like commit a crime or do something, you know, like to cause, you know, like somebody to go to physical court. But yeah, it backfired. There's also somebody that, yeah, is refusing to move on. They are toxic. So it could be, yeah, that divine counterpart that has been removed. But yeah, we got tears of joy. So yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to, you know, like, yeah, cry tears of joy. We got a Virgo. So you could be a Virgo or have Virgo in your chart. Yeah, many people could have faced hardship simply because of one person out here. So that could be why, you know, a lot of arguing and fighting, you know, could be taking place. But yeah, somebody definitely needs to know that they inspire change. And somebody definitely needs to know that they have a spiritual ally out here. So be aware, because, yeah, somebody could be trying to bring their personal drama to somebody's doorstep, but it's going to backfire. Yeah, it could be somebody's sister. So somebody's sister could have to go to physical court. So somebody's sister, you know, could be trying to, you know, like bring, you know, like some type of drama to their doorstep. But yeah, they got themselves in a sticky situation, and they got to get themselves out. This is the person that possibly doesn't want to acknowledge their part. This is the one that's been acting like that they didn't know. Oh, they knew. So yeah, they fooled themselves. So somebody, you know, could have to make some type of decision. Somebody needs to know that, yeah, like it's their decision to make. Somebody definitely, yeah, is desperate for love out here. Or them being desperate for love, you know, could have backfired on them. Yeah, somebody's sister or some people, you know, could be mad because, like somebody has, like self-respect. Yeah, somebody doesn't need to apologize for having self-respect. It's a great trait. But there's somebody that's acting like that they didn't know what was going on. Yeah, they're an expert at shifting blame. Yeah, gaslighting is a mind game. So yeah, that's the game. You know what I mean? That like somebody or some people like to play. Somebody's spiritual ally could be like a friend that could have passed away. Yeah, somebody, like craving for attention. Definitely, yeah. Could have backfired. Somebody could be craving attention so bad that they, filed false police reports. So somebody, could want to have some type of honest and open conversation. But they could be out of time. So, so somebody's being told, to, like stay true to themselves. Because, they deserve everything that's coming their way. Yep. Yeah, there's somebody or some people that definitely, were missing the signs. But it was all up in their faces. So, oh well. And somebody definitely is holding on to past regret. But, karma is hitting back to back when it comes to some people. Wow. So, as I always say, y'all, keep your head held high and your middle finger higher, and everything's going to turn out in your favor. With that being said, y'all, that's been your message. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.